Hollow Knight is home to a large cast of bugs, mostly dead, but one of the alive ones with a more interesting design is Hornet. She has a boomerang for a head and she fights with a needle. Where does she even get that thing? But the most important design aspect is this red thing made to resemble a dress. But nobody seems to be asking, what material is this thing made of? This is an important lore question that we need to answer before Silksong releases in 6 years, so I'd like to take a deep dive into this question in order to answer the question, as well as pay my rent and be able to eat food. Let's look at our options. Maybe wool? It'll probably be comfy to live in all the time, but as far as we know, Hollow Nest has no sheep, because they're bugs. Let's try to look at what all the other bugs of Hollow Nest wear. Actually, most bugs don't even wear clothes. Vessels have these cloak things, but they seem to be built in, since the corrupted vessel has an overgrown one, and the Mothwing cloak directly works off the old cloak instead of being a whole new thing. This is actually a common theme when looking at clothes in Hollow Nest. For the most part, clothes are either non-existent or built in. The only characters that seem to have external clothes other than armor and masks and stuff are Confessor Gigi, Matao, Oro, and Shio, Cloth, Tizo, Mask Maker, and maybe Seer. I can't really tell if these are her wings or like a blanket or a cloak. She doesn't move and we'll never know. Most of those are useless though, as they only wear little cloaks that are clearly nothing like Hornet's outfit and look to be made of grass or something. The only people that will point us in the right direction are Confessor Gigi, who wears a cloth cloak, Shio, who wears an apron, and Tizo, who wears some sort of hood. Cloth, I'm pretty sure, is just wearing a bag despite her name, so I won't count her. Tizo is also a red herring because he pretty much just got here, so he's irrelevant to the source of Hornet's cloth material in Hollow Nest. We can also pretty much rule out Confessor Gigi since she's been taking a short 200-ish year nap right before she woke up. Dialogue suggests she slept through the entire infection fiasco, so before Hornet was born, which pretty much only leaves Shio. Shio is found in Green Path and wears an apron. We don't know how long Shio has lived, but it's sorta implied he retired to art somewhat recently, meaning he probably made or got made the apron for something that still exists. But what cloth material would even be in an underground area? Weaver silk. The weaver silk is not only literally the only kind of cloth or string in plentiful qualities in modern day Hollow Nest, but it makes sense that both Hornet and Shio will be able to acquire some. Hornet is literally a spider and was born in Deep Nest, so Shio obviously would be able to get weaver silk incredibly easily. As for Shio, he lives in Green Path, which is real close to Deep Nest, and he's a nail master, so it's incredibly likely he would be able to beat the Mantis Lords and gain access to Deep Nest, where he would also easily be able to defend himself against beasts and finds the silk. Also, this weaver has a red cloak, which means it can be dyed in some form. It looks entirely like Hornet's. So that's it. Hornets dress like things made of weaver silk. Could I have assumed this by the fact that Hornet was born in Deep Nest, which houses the only notable amount of thread and cloth? Maybe. But then I wouldn't have been able to figure out the burning question that was on everybody's mind, that was what was Shio's fucking cloak thing made of? Team Cherry, if you watch this, please fucking release Silksong already. I'm running out of videos to make on this 9-year-old game, and I have bills to pay. My water got shut off 5 times in the last year, and I had to shower at Planet Fitness so many times. Anyways, like and subscribe for the next video where I do a 3-hour analysis on Sprint Master.